Yeah.
Niners who could make their first Pro Bowl this season. One guy on offense, one guy on defense.
Okay. I'll go first on defense.
Okay.
And then I'll let you go first on offense just so it's fair. So on defense, I'll go with Eric Armstead. He got snubbed in 2019 or felt like he got snubbed. If Bosa's in place and they can get some continuity along that line, he's the type of guy that can definitely feast, especially if they're running a lot of cover one and they're being very aggressive with blitz packages. I feel like he can get to the quarterback or at least clean up. And so I believe that Armstead could be that guy on defense.
Like that. Okay. I'm going to go with another first round pick. I don't know why I'm thinking about this guy. Nothing really notable's happened with him recently. Jimmy Ward.
Okay.
Jimmy Ward. Here's how I see this going on. All right. Jimmy Ward probably has an argument that he's Pro Bowl caliber. If you look at his coverage numbers, he's been pointing that out the way that Richie Sherman always did. Look at my coverage numbers. Look at my coverage numbers. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. But I think he's figured like, man, just shutting people down and having like low yards against isn't going to do it.
Right.
The voters won't get it. So what I have to do is call out the quarterbacks, the coaches, really piss them off and like sort of get them to emotionally target me and test me. And that way, if he gets more action, he'll get more production and he'll get that Pro Bowl thing. I think it could work. He's been talking so much crap. He's going to get more action this year, I think. And if he's as good as he says he is, I think he might be. He's going to get more pass breakups, interceptions, and he'll get the stats he needs to get the recognition he deserves. Seeing Jimmy Ward on defense.
Yeah, I like it. Listen, you're on the Jimmy Ward fan train now.
I've seen the light. I don't know
you
why.
have seen the light.
Yeah.
By the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
The whole football network, if you guys didn't see it, NFL Network did their Good Morning Football. Schrager threw a shout out to Grant for the interview. Then they talked about that interview. Yeah. It's amazing.
So cool.
That's cool.
It was a good interview. I'm not to toot my own horn. It was mostly good because of Jimmy. I'm just glad that Good Morning Football picked it up. I had to keep putting out the juicy parts on my blog. You're like, look what he said about Matthew Stafford. Look what he said about Sean McVay. And finally they're like, this is – because, I mean, if Jalen Ramsey said that stuff about Kyle Shanahan,
for sure,
it would be like, oh, my God, what is he saying? I mean, he'd be talking about on First Take. But Jimmy Ward says that it's like crickets because he's not famous. So it was spicy, though, and he's up in his profile. So that was cool. Cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
It was – go subscribe to his channel, by the way. I think that's a new channel. I know that's a new channel that he just started. Sunil, go subscribe to him. So
subscribe. And then we got the Ramelia. I love that name. It says, last chance, change your name to Rams 4th place.
Listen, I'll change my thought on that once you start calling me by the real name. It's Last Second Sports, not Last Chance Sports. But thanks for your $2. I'm sure Grant appreciates it.
Yeah, I do. All right, let's talk realistic expectations for three players. Oh wait, hold on. We didn't do offense.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't.
All right,
you go first on offense.
I'm gonna go first. All right. I think the Niners are gonna run the hell out of the ball this year. Run the hell out of the ball. And maybe if Trey Lance starts, he could win 12 games. We've talked. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if he'll make the Pro Bowl as a rookie. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in the NFC. Not sure. There's still Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, and other guys. But I think, given how much they're going to run the ball, if this guy stays healthy and he's going to have a good committee this year, he won't have to run the ball 17 times a game. He could chill at 13 or 14. Raheem Mostert. I mean, this is a guy who could average 6 yards a carry. I mean, he's close to that anyway, but now you put Trey Lance in the backfield, it could go up. As long as George Kittle's on the field, they're a great combination because Kittle's the best blocker on the team. He's the best tight end blocker in the league, and he just does such a dominant job of setting the edge and creating a lane to the sideline, and Raheem Mostert's fastest running back in the league. There's such a good combination. Even if he only carries the ball less than 200 times, he could get to 1,000 yards, 1,100 yards, and his efficiency, coupled with maybe some of his big plays and touchdowns, could get him, squeak him in to the Pro Bowl. I'm saying Mostert.
Okay. That was my backup, so I'm glad you didn't go with nice. my original. Brandon Ayuk. I think that Ayuk can is the number one receiver of this team, and I think that he can be an upper echelon receiver. We just saw a very good receiver in Julio Jones go from the NFC to the AFC. The quarterback over in Green Bay, Rodgers, may not be there, so that could eliminate Adams. And I just believe that with Trey Lance starting, that it opens up all the route possibilities for Ayuk. So I'm going to go with Brandon Ayuk to make the Pro Bowl.
It's an interesting call. I went with the run game. You went with the pass game. The reason I didn't go with the pass game is I'm thinking if Lance starts, they may pass less, and you got to split up those targets between Kittle and Debo and Ayuk in the running back and use check. But someone's got to catch those balls in the red zone. And you already know Kyle's not going to Kittle and Debo in the red zone. That's already been established. Ayuk got a lot of red zone targets last year. That's kind of under the radar. He got a lot. He's good. He got the long arms. He could be the one who has 10 touchdown catches, who leads the offense in touchdown scores. You could be right there. He might get it. Plus, if we put enough pressure, he might be the punt returner too, and that could put him over the top. What are they afraid of? I mean, CeeDee Lamb returns punts.
Right.
What are they afraid of? It's
right.
My God, he could win games there. I think he's just as good of a returner as he is as a wide receiver, which is scary.
Yeah, and you're right. CeeDee Lamb does return. He returned a touchdown against the 49ers. Why not?
Like the Cowboys like, oh my God, what if he gets hurt returning? No, it's football. I think you're more likely to get hurt going over the middle as a receiver than catching a punt. Because again, when you go over the middle, you don't know where the hit's coming from. It's coming from behind you, in front of you. Your eyes are on the ball. Everything's over there. And a punt return, it's all peripheral vision. You can do a fair catch every time. I mean, come on. And plus, he has experience. He's been doing this. Let him do it. What do I have to say?
In San Francisco, you're more likely to get hurt in practice anyways, so it doesn't matter.